Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. In previous videos, we have learned about all the developmental stages in the lifespan. From this video, we are going to learn about the theories involved in lifespan. Let us start with the theory of cognitive development, which is given by Jean Piaget. Jean Piaget was one of the 20th century's most influential researchers in the area of developmental psychology. He was the first psychologist to make a systematic study of cognitive development. Piaget showed that young children think in strikingly different way when compared to adults, and he proposed the theory of cognitive development, which is explained in four different stages. Before going to learn the cognitive theory, let us see the three basic components involved in this theory. First component is schemas. A schema is a category of knowledge that a child puts together to understand the world. A schema is a product of child's experiences and can represent objects, events, or concepts. So each and everyone possess these schemas and they continue to form and change throughout the life. For example, your schema for your friend or colleagues might include information about his or her appearance, behaviors, personality, and their preferences. Next component is adaptation. It refers to an individual's ability how they change according to new experiences and how they accept this new information. So, it consists of assimilation, accommodation, and equilibration. So, assimilation is incorporating the new information into an existing schema, and accommodation is modification of a prior knowledge, and equilibration is the cognitive balancing of new information with old knowledge. So, for example, when the child encounters a cow, they might assimilate or take this information and immediately call it as a dog due to their pre existing schema about the dog. Then, the process of accommodation allows the child to adopt the existing schema to incorporate the knowledge that some four legged animals are cows. Then the child transforms this incoming information and fits it with existing knowledge, and then adopt their thinking to this incoming information is called equilibration. Final component is stages of development. John Piaget's theory of cognitive development suggests that children move through four different stages of intellectual development which reflect the increasing sophistication of child's thought. Let's see the four different stages of development, that is sensory motor stage, pre-operational stage, concrete operational stage, and formal operational stage. We can see the clear picture of these different stages, that is the sensory motor stage is from birth to 2 years, and pre-operational stage is of 2 to 7 years, and concrete operational stage is from 7 to 11 years, and the last stage formal operational stage is from 12 and above. First stage is sensory motor stage. Infants begin to understand the world around them by using their senses, that is, to see, touch, smell, and taste as much as possible, and also through the bodily movements such as basic reflex movements like sucking and waving their arms to explore their environment. And also at this stage, they start learning to sit, stand, crawl, and walk. At this stage, they start to become curious about everything. They wanted to smell flowers, taste food, listen to sounds, and wanted to talk with strangers. And the most advanced cognitive achievement a child reaches during this stage is object permanence. Object permanence refers to when an infant understands that an object still exists even when they are not able to see, smell, touch, or hear it. For example, when we are playing with children, if we show them a doll and then hide it, the child at first thinks it is completely vanished. But later, they use it to gradually understand that objects continue to exist even when they cannot see them. The second stage is pre operational stage. During this stage, young children can think about things symbolically and also learn to speak and understand completely. And they also completely builds the concept of object permanence. Here, the child develops basic concept formation. They begin to classify things in certain classes due to their similarities, but they make number of mistakes. So, as they think all the toys they see belongs to themselves. And at this stage, the child displays five key behaviors, that is, imitation, symbolic play, drawing, mental imagery, verbal evocation of events. First one is imitation. They starts imitating someone's behavior even when the person whom they are imitating is no longer in front of them. The second one is symbolic play. Here, the child starts to use objects as symbols, such as pretending a stick as a sword. The third one is drawing. Drawing involves both imitation and symbolic play. It begins with scribbles and develops to more accurate abstract representations of objects. The fourth one is mental imagery. So, here the child can imagine things and construct objects in their minds itself. The last one is verbal evocation of events. Here, the child uses language to describe and represent events, peoples, or objects from their past. During the pre operational stage, the child is egocentric. It is the inability to differentiate between self and other. More specifically, it is the inability to accurately assume or understand any perspective other than one's own. It means a child assumes that other people see, hear, and feel exactly the same as the child does. The third stage is concrete operational stage. Piaget considered the concrete stage a major turning point in the child's cognitive development because it marks the beginning of logical or operational thought. Here, the child is able to classify objects into groups and subgroups, and also they has the ability to understand logical orders such as height and weight. And the child here is no more egocentric, but they can understand the sociocentrism, conservation, and reversibility. The first one is sociocentrism. It is the tendency to put the needs, concerns, and perspective of the social unit or group before one's individual egocentric concerns. It means the child starts to observe things from other people's viewpoints and differences. The next one is conservation. It is the understanding that an object can change in size, volume, or appearance but remain as the same object. For example, when we transfer the milk from a short glass to a tall glass, the quantity of the milk remains same. The last one is reversibility. It refers to the ability to recognize that numbers or objects can be changed and returned to their original condition. For example, a child understands that a ball that deflates is not gone, but it can be filled with air again and put back into play. The fourth stage is formal operational stage. In this stage, the child learns more sophisticated rules of logic, and they can use logical rules to understand abstract concepts and to solve problems. Here, more rational thinking develops about abstract concepts and hypothetical events. They also understand why people behave in such a way at different situations, and also they become more compassionate. Here, the child is now able to analyze their environment and can make detections. So, it means they can do detective reasoning as they can compare two statements and reach a logical generalization. The developed new mental skills allows to plan life systematically and prioritize the events. Finally, Piaget believed in lifelong learning but insisted that the formal operational stage is the final stage of our cognitive development. Challenges to Piaget's theory. There is inconsistent evidence for these four stages across different children, and the evidence suggests that children can perform certain cognitive tasks at a younger age than Piaget suggests is possible. And Piaget doesn't consider social and cultural influences on cognitive development. And he doesn't specify which psychological process drive these developmental changes. Thank you all. Stay tuned for more developmental theories.